Hello everyone, myself Rohan Kumar, student of SAS Institute of Management Studies. Today I am here to discuss a topic called mode of entry into international business, which comes under the subject called international business. There are different modes of entry into international business, and they are as exporting, licensing, franchising, contract manufacturing, management contracting, FDI without alliance, and FDI with alliance. Forms of exporting. First one is indirect exporting, second one is direct exporting, third one is intra-corporate transfer. Forms of exporting. Exporting means shipping the goods and services out of the port of a country. Seller refers to an exporter and buyer refers to an importer. Next one is indirect exporting. Indirect exporting means that the firms participate in international business through an intermediate and do not deal with the foreign customer or the market. Last one, direct exporting, means that the firms work with the foreign customers or market with the opportunity to develop a relationship. Here you can see that the indirect exporting is good example. A company A transfer to company B in US and they transfer exporting to company C in India for the Indian users. Example of indirect exporting. Exporting a goods and services through various home-based exporters like manufacturing export agents, export commissioning agents, exporting merchandise, and international firms. Direct exporting. A company A sending directly exporting to company C in India. The difference between the direct exporting and indirect exporting. As you can see the flow chart, producer in US directly sending to foreign end users, and as well as foreign agent distributor via foreign retailer and foreign end user. Intra-corporate transfer. Here you can see that company A in USA transferring to company A in India, which is also a US based company. This is a good example of intra-corporate transfer. There are certain advantage and disadvantage of exporting. Let's discuss both of them. Advantage: relatively low financial exposure, permit gradually market entry, acquires knowledge about the local market, avoid restrictions on foreign investment. On the other hand, disadvantage: vulnerability to transferred NTB, logistically complexity, and potential to conflicts with the distributors. Our next topic is licensing. Licensing is when a firm called licensor lease the rights to user its intellectual property, technology, work method, patent, copyrights, brand name, or the trademark to another firm called the licensee in return for a fee. The property licensor is may includes patents, trademark, copyright, technology, know-how, specifically business skill. Licensing process. In the flowchart, you can see the process of licensing process. The licensors lease the rights to use the intellectual property. Licensee use the intellectual property to create a product, pay a royalty to the licensor, earn a new revenue with low investment. Basic issues in international licensings. There are certain issues with the international licensing, and these are specifying the boundaries of the agreement, determining the compensation, establishing right, privilege, and considerations, specifically the duration of the contract, difference in law and culture, example PepsiCo, Coke bottling plant. Licensing advantage and disadvantage. Under the advantage, it's having low financial risk, low cost way to assess market potential, avoid tariffs, NTBs, restrictions on foreign investment. Licensee provide knowledge of local market. On the other hand, in disadvantage, limited market opportunity or profit, dependency on licensee, potential conflicts with the licensee, possibility of creating future competitor. Next one is franchisee. Under franchisee, an independent organization called franchisee operates the business under the name of the another company called the franchisor. In such an agreement, the franchisee pay a fee to the franchisor. Franchising is a form of licensing, but the franchisor can exercise more control over the franchisee as compared to the licensing. Franchisee agreements. Under this agreement, franchisee has to pay a fixed amount and royalty based on the sales. Franchisee should agree to others to follow the franchise's requirements. Franchisor helps to franchisee into establishing the manufacturing facilities. Franchises allow the franchisee some degree of flexibility. The best examples are McDonald's, Subway, and KFC. Let's discuss the advantages and disadvantages of franchising. In advantage, it's having low financial skill, risk, low cost way to assess market potentials, avoid tariffs, NTBs, restriction on foreign investment, maintain more control. Then with the licensing, franchisee provides knowledge of local market. On the other hand, disadvantage, limited market opportunity profits, depending on the franchisee, potential conflicts with the franchisee, possibility of creating future competitor. FDI with alliance. Companies enters the international market through FDI, investing their money, establishing manufacturing and marketing facility through the ownership and control. Graphite strategy. The terms graphite strategy refers to the starting of operation of a company for a stretch to a foreign market, like Amazon. FDI with strategic alliance. Strategic alliance is a cooperative and collaborative approach to the achieve the large goals. Role of alliance. Role of alliance. Many complicates issues and solve through the alliance. They provide the parties each other's strength, help in developing new product with their interaction of two or more industries, meeting challenges of technology revolution, managing heavy outlay, become strong to compete with the multinational company. Next one is FDI with strategical alliance. Mode of FDI through alliance are merge, acquisition, and joint venture. Under under uh, under merge, the combination of two or more companies generates by the offering the stockholders of one company's securities in the acquiring companies in exchange of the surrender of their stocks. Acquisition, when one company takes over another and clearly establish itself as the new owners. The purchase is called acquisition. Joint venture. Joint venture is an entity performed between two or more parties to undertake economical activity together. The parties agrees to create a new entity by both contributing equity, and then they share in the revenue, expenses, and control over the enterprises. Example of merge. Uh, ING Wares merged into Kotak Mahindra. Second one is Ranbaxy into Sun Pharma, and third one is Tata Chemicals took over the British Salt based in UK. Acquisition. Flipkart acquires Myntra. Yahoo acquires BookPad. Asian Paints acquire the front end sales of ESS bathroom products. ICICI Bank acquires the Bank of Rajas. Acquisition. There are certain advantage and disadvantage here. Let's discuss both of them. Under advantage, obtaining control over the acquisition firm such as factories and brand names. Next one is integrate the management of the firms into its overall international strategy. Sorry. Disadvantage, assume all the liabilities such as financial and managerial. Joint venture. Under the joint venture, advantages are benefit from local partners' knowledge, shared costs, risk with partner, reduce political risk. Disadvantage, risk gives control of technological to partner, may not realize experience curves or location economics. Shared ownership can be leads to conflicts. That's from my side. Thank you very much.